Hi everyone, how are you doing? I hope that you all are doing fine and I hope you're okay today. Today, our chapter will be irregular past tense. First, you have to log in using the aplusstudent.com. After which, you click on your name and you move into language art, the grade 1. Hi to you all in the chats. I hope that you guys are okay. You select the chapter irregular past tense. The lesson is identify the irregular past tense. Alright, some verbs tell about something that has already happened. So, already happened. These verbs tell about the past. They usually end with ed. So, if the verb is telling you about something that has happened already, it is telling you about the past and it ends with ed. Right? So just like we walked to the park yesterday. So you can see the verb walk has ed, which makes it what? Past tense, so walked. We looked at the flowers there. Now we have looked and it's also in the past with ed. It could be cooked, it could also be danced. All right, so all these are in the past that end with ed. Now, this past tense that end with ed are the regular past. Okay, so regular. regular verbs. Now, some verbs are irregular in the past. Now, since some of the verbs are irregular in the past, these verbs change their spelling to tell about the past. So, because they are irregular, they change their spelling to tell you about the past. You have to remember what spelling to use. So, you have to be the one to remember the spelling and to remember the past of the verbs. Okay, so they are very unique and you have to be the one to remember. We saw some dogs at the park. So we saw some dogs at the park. So saw. We also have ate. All these are irregular past. So they are irregular past. Okay. We have see. All right. So we have eat, which is the present, and then the irregular past will be what? Ate, see, then saw. So you can see that these verbs are very different. They are in the past, but they're very unique from the ones that end with ed. Okay, so we can have came, come. So they're very different. Keep, and then we have kept. All right. So they are unique, and you have to be the one to remember the past tense form of this verb because you cannot say comed with D. This is totally wrong. That's why the past of come will be came. So it is irregular. All right. We cannot say seed. Seed is actually a different word, but if you're talking about see in the past, it has to be saw. All right. So we have a lot of irregular past, and you have to be the one to remember them. Okay, so you can share with me on the chat if you know some irregular past also. All right, let's look at some example and some sentences. All right, so we have which sentence tells about the past. Hal sat by me on the train. So sat here is an irregular past of sits, okay? So now we have we hid that shoes. Now hid is the irregular past of hide. So you cannot say hided. No, it is hid. That is why it's irregular. So we say hid. Which sentence tell about the past here? All right, let's move down and see that. So we have make. Abe and Test make a snowman. So now the irregular past of make will be what? Made. We don't say maked. No, it is wrong. That's why we have made as the irregular past. So made. Okay. So we'll move on to the test and you can share your answers with me. We have which sentence tells about the past? Tess took some food to Mrs. Chan. Tess takes some food to Mrs. Chan. So which of these sentences tells us about the past? Hi, I'm sorry. I think you couldn't hear me all this while and I didn't know. I'm so sorry for that. So, which sentence tells about the past? We sit under the tree or we sat under the tree. Which of them tells about the past? Alright, so we sat under the tree. A bus comes down the road. A bus came down the road. Which of these tells about the past? Alright, so came, past tense. So we have came, okay? Alright, so we have Mr. Kem sang a funny song. Mr. Kem sings a funny song. So which of these is the right one here? Alright, so sang here would be the past. Okay? Alright. All right, so we run from the park to Gabby's house. We run from the park to Gabby's house. So is it ran or run? Which of them is the past? All right, so ran here is the past. All right, so we have rain falls on our heads, rain fell on our heads. Which of these is the past here? So rain fell on our heads is the past, okay? It is the past. All right, the birds fly over the lake. The birds flew over the lake. What do you think is the past here? Flew. Good job. That's the past. All right. Hal sat by me on the train. Hal sits by me on the train, which tells about the past here. All right. So Hal sat will be what the past. Okay. So we have Janet feeds her cat. Janet fed her cat. Which of these is in the past? So what do you think here? So Janet fed her cat. Right? Abe and Tess make a snowman. Abe and Tess made a snowman. So what is the past here? Fed. Good. And then this is what made. Okay? All right, so we sit under the tree. We sat under the tree. What is the past here? All right, so we sat under the tree. Okay? Liz finds a penny on the ground. Liz found a penny on the ground. So which is the right one here? All right, found. This is found. Okay? All right, so tell me, do you have any question concerning our lesson today? Do you have any questions? So if you have no questions, we'll end here for today. You have to try to complete the remaining questions and do the final test if you haven't done this lesson before. All right, before we end, you can tell me if you have any questions and I will answer your questions. All right, so since we have no questions, we'll end here for today. All right, so I hope that you guys have a good evening. Make sure you complete this lesson, and then I'll see you all next time. Bye, everyone.